All right, I think we're live to the world. Okay, thank you very much for coming out to Bird and Beckett on a Friday night, specifically on the third Friday of June in this year, 2021, right? 2021. Scott Foster leads the band on the third Friday of the month, and here it is, the third Friday. So it's, yeah. So it's, what is that? Somebody cut that canned applause thing. I hate that. I hate that. Until we have real people in the chairs, I don't want to hear that thing, okay? You know, oh, wait a minute. Who are you people? Oh, no. We're not turning the camera around because you'll report us to the cops. No, I think it's time. I think that we're going to have live audiences from now on. This is a little under the cover live audience. Tomorrow we'll open up to the general public, but these are some very special friends of the store. So yeah, so tonight we have a great band. Scott's put it together. A couple sets of music, live streamed out to the world and played live for the audience here. If you're out there listening, go ahead and throw some money at the band. It's not a bad thing to do, and we want to pay the band tonight. We will pay the band tonight, but we'd love to have your help. All right, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's a special event, and it's like the start of the new thing. And yeah, we're gonna dedicate tonight's show to Wesley Day, and we'll talk about him to at least our in-house audience about him a little bit later. But Wesley was a good friend to the store and passed away during the COVID time. So though maybe not of it, but yeah, very good friend. So yeah, so that's our show. Okay, so you ready? What? Klaktovedsedstein? 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 Klaktovedsedstein, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie Parker.
Something's different tonight. Something's a little different. For those of you at home, you're going to have to figure out a way to get on down here one of these nights because the Bird and Beckett is open for music business again. This celebration tonight, we're celebrating the first audience back at Bird and Beckett. We're celebrating 21 years of Bird and Beckett being in existence, and we're also celebrating the annual anniversary of the birth of that man in the back, Eric Whittington, our proprietor. Happy birthday. All the milestones are happening. There's also more on that later too, but just so you know, if you're not already in the celebratory mood, there's lots to celebrate tonight. And we're going to continue on this set. That, of course, we always start with Charlie Parker here at the Bird and Beckett Bookstore. And this entire set was handpicked by the birthday boy. That's why I mentioned that tonight, is because these are all songs that Eric said, could you please play? And this next one is called Groove Yard. So let's skip that intro. Let's just vamp.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No intro.
It comes up later. It's fine. It'll be fine.
All right, now. So we're at the double bar, right?
Yeah, we're just vamping those first two chords.
Okay.
And those boys are going to come in and play some great music.
Okay. Yeah.
boy. Exactly. Sorry, if you're at home, you can't be having as much fun as we're having right now over here, but come down and see us. Put money in the jar. We love you. Let's introduce some people because this is a pretty incredible lineup here. And right over here, we got Mr. Joe Cohen on the saxophone. And by special request for the birthday boy, Mike Olmos on trumpet. Back here, we got Jeff Mars. So lucky to have Jeff Mars on the drums. And you know him, you love him. If you're a Burden Beckett fan, you've seen him over here a lot of times as Charles Thomas on the bass.
Come on. Do it.
So this next request, I don't know if Eric knows me pretty well. He may have thrown this one in just to throw me a bone, but I think he really, really likes Charlie Rouse because he said something about Charlie Rouse in the email. So we got to pick out a monk tune, and we're going to play this song called Epistrophe.
Understated. You can get his true props.
Did he go early?
I think he's
90s.
yeah. You get his props, man. He's next.
Oh, Rouse? Yeah, Rouse never got what he was due,
He
man.
didn't get what he's supposed to get. He's a great player.
Just for Charlie. Charlie. I said Ralph. Ralph.
I don't know, what do you guys think?
Yeah,
From
but
there. What you guys? The Melody Man. Tell us the tempo for this one. Thank you. That one, just like every song tonight, goes out to Eric. Eric! That one goes out to Eric. Eric, we're ready for story time. I'm going to start telling the story, but I think you might want to come be part of this story.
Come on!
Story time.
Get up
Yeah. So Eric begrudgingly allowed us to be part of his birthday celebration.
Yeah!
That's not true. He was very enthusiastic from the beginning. And in fact, so much that I got a middle of the night email that says, Scott, I need you to, would you please, I'd like to commission you for, to write a song. And yeah, I got very excited. You got a lot of mileage out of that. I've been commissioned for my artwork. So this is our gift to you tonight. We have a gift here. And it's actually a gift to all of us and a gift to me. Because we made something beautiful just out of a request from a beautiful man. So there's a deeper meaning behind this. I'll tell you a little bit about what I know, and then Eric will fill in all the gaps. This is a song that I wrote that's called I call Queen of Fillmore, and it's written by request from Eric about a woman named Leola King, who during this weekend of enlightenment about Juneteenth and thinking about all the terrible things that we've done in our history, it's important to remember Leola King because she was a black woman in the 1950s who had businesses right here in the Fillmore, the Harlem of the West, right here in our own beloved San Francisco, until she was run out of her own neighborhood by our own beloved San Francisco. And redistricting, they cut her a check and said, we own your businesses. We own the property, and we're putting a freeway in. And good luck to you. And I know that she spent the rest of her life in litigation with the city trying to make up for that and never received that compensation. She owned a barbecue place and a couple other places, and one of the nightclubs that she owned, Charles even remembers. It was called the Blue Mirror, and apparently there was a mirror that stretched the whole length of the nightclub. And when I was talking to Eric about, well, how should this song, I think at one point I said, I need a bridge. What should I be thinking about? He said, well, you know, back then everybody got dressed up and went out and were going out in their neighborhood and kind of showing off. And they came to this club with this giant mirror. So I thought of, you know, in fact, I wrote the word strutting on here for information for the band members. But just, you know, like when you go by and you're feeling kind of fly and you look and you see yourself in the mirror and you get confirmation, yeah, I'm looking pretty good, and you get a little smoother. So hopefully that's the mood we're trying to capture with this piece. And I know there's a deeper tie-in that Eric would like to tell you all about as well.
Thank you, Scott. Yeah, and this is one of the reasons we love Scott, because he sincerely goes deep about what he thinks of the music, and you know, so it's reflected in the way he plays it, and it's reflected in what he composes and how he does it. He's composed a lot of amazing stuff. He laid a CD on me a couple years after, you know, I kind of like had long decided he was my favorite guitar player, and this CD was so expansive and deep that I did not understand it. I did not, you know, and it took me 3 years till I put it on and started playing it incessantly, and it's just a marvelous thing called Night Blooming Jazzman. But that's an aside. So the reason we wanted to have him write this tune about Leola King, or inspired by her, was there was a patron who came here all the time for a good long stretch. Sorry, but so Wesley Day. So he was a great guy. He was a very, very funny, very acerbic. Yeah, he was. Angie will attest. He loved to dish and talk about exactly. Yes, he did, and we were good friends. He early on asked me if he could hang some photos up above the area by the front of the store, and so we created this sort of gallery up there that he could hang. Now that has posters for the some of the shows we've done in the past. But there were about a couple of local photographers that he was very fond of, and that had been his career. He was a photo editor and a photo researcher for sort of educational kind of things, Grolier and things like that. Anyway, whatever, he would figure out, I suppose, what they needed to illustrate and find historical photos. Anyway, he was deep in that. But mostly he was just a guy who came here. He loved the jazz and he loved to tell stories, and he told me the story about the Blue Mirror, and you know, told it to me 2 or 3 times with different emphasis in it. But he always said that Leola King was somebody he was just so impressed by, because she was so strong and elegant, and he was just a young guy. He was born in 1935, and this was probably probably about 1960, near as I can tell, somewhere around there, late 50s, 1960. And so he was a young guy, and he was kind of a slight guy, white guy in a black neighborhood, in a black bar, and just loved the music, and he was happy there. But Leola kind of watched out for him when sorry, but yeah, you know. So when he left the bar, you know, she would, yeah, thank you. I get to do that. I get to choke up. So yeah, so when he was leaving the bar, she would like send somebody to sort of escort him away and make sure he got away before somebody who had been kind of like, yeah, I might be able to, you know, take this guy's wallet before he gets down the block. So, you know, so that was the kind of woman she must have been. And you know, Scott looked so deep into, you know, what he could find on her. There's good interview material connected with that Harlem of the West book. And yeah, so anyway, so he said he would write this tune. So you're going to hear it now.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll jump back and forth.
Fillmore.
Actually, the club was on the Visadero.
The club apparently was on Divisadero.
No, that's
Nope,
right.
he's
no,
wrong.
Fillmore. He was right. Fillmore.
I'm Fillmore. All right. I
that
just,
was
you
the
know,
upper
the
room.
man was there, so I had to
I
defer.
was a kid.
My understanding is it was in the Fillmore district.
I remember seeing him as a kid.
You see why we hire these folks? I mean, they never seen that before, and that was, I don't know, Joe Cohen, Mike Olmos, Jeff Mars, Charles Thomas. We're just making it up. I haven't been watching the clock at all in this. Oh, is that a problem? Should we take a pause? I mean, you got all the new protocols going. Whatever you like to do. Okay, we have one more in mind, and it's not that. It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
It's Eric's birthday, and he required that we play something by Don Bias. And my favorite Don Bias recording is with him and Slam Stewart, and they do this song called "Back Home Again in Indiana," and we're gonna do it for you now.
Don Carlos Bias.
Thank you.
I looked him up. He was real good.
Again, another guy that just doesn't get a lot of credit because he cut out. He went to Paris. He said, man, forget this racism here in America. I'm going to Paris. And had a stellar career over there in Paris. But Don Bias, find out about him if you haven't found out already. All right, Joe, that means it's up to you, bro.
I don't speak French.
Wherever you like it, man. A flat.
All right, it's the Scott Foster Quintet, ladies and gentlemen. All right, indeed, Mike Olmos on trumpet. Joe Cohen on saxophone. All right, Scott Foster on guitar. Mr. C.T. Charles Thomas on bass. And on drums, the mighty Jeff Mars. All right. So that's our first set. I don't know what I contracted with these guys. We're gonna give them a break. And we're gonna try to get them up here to do some more music. Did we say we go to 9:30? Did we? You guys don't mind? Well, anybody got a job to go to? I don't remember. So anyway, we'll try to get them back. If you're out there in the live stream, just go get your wallet, find the PayPal, and send some money over, and get a beer while you're at it. Okay. So thank you so much. These musicians are just fabulous. Let's hear it for them. Yeah, one more round of applause. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the sound of an audience, and you out there in Streamland can be part of the next one tomorrow night. I think, hey, Mike, I know you're going on just on break now, but play the second set, and would you come back tomorrow for the show? Why not? Okay, Mike is going to come play trumpet tomorrow night as well, and you are invited out there in Streamland. All right, great. Thank you. That's it. All right, break time.
Break time.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you for hanging around. If you're on the internets, you just missed a real poignant moment here in the space. So you're going to have to come by and see what that's all about. We are celebrating a lot of milestones tonight, as we mentioned at the beginning of the first set. The 21 years in business for the Bird and Beckett Bookstore. Our first live audience at the Bird and Beckett Bookstore in 15 months. We're still so excited about that. And of course, our MC's birthday celebration tonight. Eric, thank you so much, and happy birthday. As part of our gift, we said, Eric, why don't you pick the songs? And he said, oh, I don't know, maybe I threw out a title. And then all of a sudden, the emails started coming, and they got very specific. And he said, I need you to start the second set with this song. And so that's what we're going to do. This is for Eric, like everything is. The great Wes Montgomery, 4 on 6. He calls that 4 on 6. Is the internet okay?
Internet's okay, but the camera.
Okay.
We'll figure out why.
All right. We're going to need some horns for this one. This horn players are making their way. Am I still talking to people on the internet? We're following wires and turning knobs over here. We'll get your picture back as soon as we can. But in the meantime, we're going to bring up the horn players. And for our live audience, we're going to continue on with another request by our patron, Eric Whittington. And this one is, a lot of them he focused on trumpet and tenor saxophone, but this one he said, Joe's great. He can do this even though it's associated with an alto player. This is an Eric Dolphy song that he calls Pazza Lazza.
What a band! What a band! Jeez. The horns. We got Mike Olmos and we got Joe Cohen. Mike and Joe on the horns. We got Scott on the guitar. And back there we got Charles Thomas on the bass. And Jeff Mars on the drums. And these are just a handful of the fine professional jazz musicians that inhabit this city. I mean, and we've been getting them across this stage over and over and over again because we have a wonderful audience consistently. Yeah. I think going from way back to the beginning, the musicians appreciated the fact that the audience here was always really tuned in. They were always there for you guys. So thank you to the audience here, and thank you to all the people that have been listening in the live stream. I just hectored them a minute ago about paying the band, but I looked and I said, oh, a lot of them already have. But some of them haven't. Some of them have been listening for free. And, you know, we at Bird and Beckett don't approve of that. We do believe that everybody who listens to the music should actually contribute something. I don't care if it's only $2, but you should contribute something because these are pros working their job. And we're doing our best we can to give them a good venue to do it in and to guarantee their pay. Yeah. And so, you know, do it out there. If you listen to music somewhere and it's free music, if there's a tip hat, then put something in that. Yeah. And if there isn't, you go ahead and tell your city supervisor that, tax us and put on this free music. We don't mind that, but you're always paying even if it's just through your taxes, and you should. This is a commercial venture, playing music for a living. This is a profession, right? Okay. I know they call it playing, but still, it's a profession. Okay, thank you for being here. They're going to play some more. Pazza Lazza.
I know, right? Thank you for that. That was a great tune, man. Oh, my gosh. This takes me all the way through my entire life. Hey, can you stay there for 1 second? I just want to test this audience. Do you guys know this song? Mike Olmos on the trumpet there. One of our favorite composers, Benny Golson. That's I Remember Clifford. I don't know how the new rules work, but I think we have time for one more song. Yep. All right. So we've been talking about milestones, and we'll remind you, 21 years in business, Eric's birthday, the amazing audience here in the Bird and Beckett bookstore. Give yourselves a round of applause, please. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go all the way there. Another request. This one is called Milestones. One more time, Joe Cohen on the sax. Mike Olmos on the trumpet. Jeff Mars on the drums. What's up? Charles Thomas on the bass. I'm Scott Foster. We're so happy to have you back here in the Burton Beckett. Happy birthday, Burton Beckett. Happy birthday, Eric. Thank you all. Have a great night.
That's a milestone for you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you in Streamland. We'll say goodnight. Shut that stream down. You come back.